Hint, hint, it's time to take a seat. Again, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to the Women of Temple Shalom / Mother's Day Shabbat. I did not think that I would be the one leading service. Of all the Friday nights to do it, I find this almost amusing because I only thought that by gender I would qualify being in Frank Zappa's Mothers. Okay, we're going to wait for our last 2 people to sit or 3 people to sit. Jews never follow instructions. And we're going to start on page 10 with Hinei Matov. And to light the candles, we have Susan Glazer, and that's on page 3, I guess.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel
We turn to page 8. Actually, yes, that's where it is. And we're going to read together on page 8. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other. To work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life. Okay. Turn to page 10, please, where we're going to sing Ma Yafeh Hayom together.
Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom. Shabbat, Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom.
We will turn to page 28. Those who are able to will please rise as we do the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam Vaed.
We're going to turn to page 30, and we will read together in the middle of the page in the English. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time, changes the seasons. Plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day to night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you continually verse into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Again, I apologize for the coughing. We're going to go to page 32, where we will sing together Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat olam et Yisrael Amecha avta Amcha משפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו, ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדירי תורתך, וממצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, נגע יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. אוהב עמו ישראל.
We're going to turn to page 34, and all who can rise should do so as we recite the watchword of our faith.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto L'olam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto L'olam Vaed.
Please be seated. Sheila Wallace is going to lead us in the Via Hafta.
Please join with me. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בהם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם נאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. And together in the English, you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them for a sign upon your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I, Adonai, am your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God.
We're going to turn to page 39, and we're going to read responsively in the middle of the page. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. We're going to turn to page 40, where we will sing together, Mi Chamocha.
משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נטע בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה.
I think we're going to read responsively in the English because this is kind of a special prayer to me. So, who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Goal Yisrael. We're going to turn to page 43, and we're going to read it from the top of the page together. I think it's rather appropriate at this time. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporeh sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Please turn to page 44, at the top of the page where we will do V'shamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
For those who can stand, please do so as we go into, even though it's written Tefillah, I've always known it as Amidah.
Adonai, Sefatai Tiftach, Ufi Agud Tehillatech. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hamorah, Hail, Hail Yom, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, v'Koneh HaKol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד התהל, מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומציל אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו, לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך? מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. We're going to turn to page 55. In the middle of the page, we're going to read responsively. Disturb us, Adonai, ruffle us from our complacency, make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness, and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears.
Make us know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of living. The walls of your temples are not shelters, but the ways of truth, justice, and reality.
I'm sorry, I spaced out. Where are we? It's okay. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. We are going to turn to page 57, and we'll read where it starts with ever-present one. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. We're going to turn to page 58. I'm going to read the first paragraph in the Hebrew, and then we will read together in the middle of the page in English and follow up with the prayer at the bottom of the page. Modim anachnu lach, shatahu Adonai Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu le'olam va'ed. Sur chayenu, magen yish'enu, atahu ledor vador. Together, we acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one, whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot. We're going to turn to page 60, where we will sing Shalom Rav together.
ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב יל ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום. שלום רב יל ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב יל ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל השעה בשלומך. שלום רב יל ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב יל ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Please turn to page 253. And this is where we're going to pray for the health and welfare of people who are hopefully recovering from whatever ailment, whether physical, emotional, spiritual, that they are experiencing. And we will be praying for Sherry Davies, Leah Dolman, Malia Willis, Judy Yesowich, Lev Diekerman, Carla Dunbar, John Lermit, Nash Zayed, Rich Goldwyn, Jim Todd, Madeline Scarborough, Sharon Pratt, Steve Duvall, Susan Charlton, Austin Naamani, Carrie Kaplan, Shara Rosakan, Stephen Rosakan, Karen Pass, Myra Tallenfeld, Frank Tellenfeld. On page 253, we will sing the Mishe Berach. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Before we continue with that, I want, if you have anybody else to add, please do so as my hand comes across. now going to take a minute for silent prayer, whatever's in your heart, whatever you need to contemplate. This is the time.
Shalom bimroma, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'hakol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom v'hakol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'hakol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'hakol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu v'hakol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimroma. Shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen.
Tonight, we're going to have a Devar Torah from Sandy Flaxman, and then Ellen Gray will make the announcements.
All I ever wanted to be was 5 feet tall. So. And it's really not that long. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. As expressed in the Torah, a women's commentary, this week's Parsha contains laws that aim to protect the economically disadvantaged from permanently losing their freedom and livelihood. In Israel and the Near East, households that fell into precarious economic situations risk losing their land, and further still, their members could be enslaved or become indentured servants. Behar highlights economic and social concerns through a theological lens. Ethics and social justice do not constitute a separate sphere from ritual, but are integral to it. Israel, like its neighbors, developed legislation to prevent the rich from exploiting the poor. These decrees seek to provide a safety net to preserve and protect land holdings that leads to economic stability. The Jubilee legislation envisioned a permanently regulated system for adjusting the economic imbalance every 50 years, the Jubilee year. The laws state land must lay fallow every 7th year, and in the 50th year, the Jubilee year, land holdings must be returned to their original owners at the Jubilee year or be returned earlier. Slaves or indentured servants must be released or redeemed at the Jubilee year. However, foreign slaves were to remain slaves in perpetuity. These laws remind us that the land belongs to God. The land must rest, and in more recent times, farmers are encouraged to allow part of their land to lay fallow, to rest, and to plant crops that restore nutrients. Now, how does this all relate to Mother's Day? Stories of Sarah, Miriam, and Ruth certainly would have worked better. For some reason, all this discussion about land and social justice evoked the story of Zelophehad's 5 daughters. Did I say it right, Susan? Okay. His 5 daughters, Mala, Noah, Hagla, Milcah, and Tirzah. As the Israelites approached Canaan, Moses discussed how the land was to be shared among the men. The 5 daughters argued that their father had died in the desert, and they had rights to his share as he left no male heirs and he did not rebel against Moses. They presented their intelligent and worthy argument to Moses. Moses went to God, and God said their plea was just. In the end, they won their inheritance, but were obligated to marry men within their tribe so that their children and tribe can maintain these holdings, thus working and benefiting from the land. And what about some other worthy and intelligent women, most likely mothers? Deborah, the judge and prophet, argued laws in favor of women's inheritance of land and other possessions. Tamar as well. How does the freedom to own land translate to modern agency and professionalism for mothers such as Google of Hamlin, Belle Silverman Greeno, and just Ruth Bader Ginsburg? If you don't know who Belle is, Beverly Sills. Okay. What about my forebears? And I think I'm going to fall off this step still. Hold on. Okay. That's better. Okay. What of my forebears? It is Mother's Day, after all. Godaliah was the Latvian name of my maternal grandmother, Rose Gordon Silverman. Farberoff, my paternal grandmother, Faye Farber Weinstein Cutis. She was widowed when my father was just 7. Rose immigrated about 1923, more than likely from a family of farmers. Rather superstitious and could barely read or write English, but her 4-foot frame really ruled the roast. I don't even think she was 4'9" to tell you the truth. My parents had eloped, but she ordered, not another night until under the chuppah. 3 days later, they did. Okay. As I started to drive, she would send me to Kreitman's for kosher lamb chops. Rose was our loving grandma whose chicken soup was next to none, except maybe mine. I lost my place. Okay. Faye was about 3 when she left Belarus after the 1903 Cossack riot against the Jews. Family of master carpenters who obviously benefited from trees that the land provided. I wonder if any of that land ever laid fallow. Okay. Her grandpa Max is buried in New York. Faye graduated from a New York public high school in 1918. Yes, high school in 1918. That's like a PhD now. She bobbed her hair, wore eye makeup, and flapper dresses. Grandma Fay was a master bridge player, independent. She and her second husband owned a 14-acre New Jersey egg farm, Sandy's Farm, that was eventually sold to an industrial developer. Although this did not protect the land, it provided a Florida retirement. My entire clan grew up in mom and pop groceries, providing the products of the land. My parents' little stores paid for my brothers and my college educations. As archaeology had been struck for my career choices, Mother said it wasn't a job for a woman. Teaching was. How can I be a mother while I was digging in the dirt in some far-off country? For some reason, I eventually majored in English and the humanities in lieu of history or science. U of L was really glad to get rid of me, trust me. Since then, I've had the challenge and honor to encourage street-smart students, some of whom were mothers without land or much property. Along the way, we had to face a poetry unit. Not my forte. Fortunately for my sophomores and me, teachers were provided with different formulae to help write poetry. We discovered Nikki Giovanni and her poems of self-discovery. Besides a good rap, our favorite became Where I'm From. Mine evoked my heritage and goes something like this. Grocery carts, Coca-Cola, and lava soap. The long gravel driveway, gray, dusty, and jagged to bare feet. Near broad silver maples, coral and yellow roses kept their thorny beauty from creek water hidden underground. I am from Sunday bagpipes and Mikados, from Marietta, Rose, and Fay. Talk too much and wash the dishes, from eat something and don't overeat, from because I said so, and I dearly love you, and where have all the years gone? I am from Louisville and Russian wheat, Simison sweet red wine, from Philadelphia vaudeville, and Slavic accent I thought all grandmothers uttered. In deep dresser drawers, overstuffed envelopes and albums, smiles and hands hiding faces. Now I bid you, like our mothers, go plant and protect something. Shabbat Shalom. Told you it was going to be different. Wait. No, let me do this myself. I can fall down by myself. It's, okay. You don't need that, do you? God, am I short?
I'm getting there.
All right, I'll take that out of the way.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to pull this out a little bit. Shabbat Shalom. So I have a few announcements, so please just bear with me. Tomorrow morning, Shabbat will actually be the BTL Bagels, Lox, and Torah study that's held at the JCC in the boardroom at 10:30 tomorrow. Folks are welcome. There won't be services here. June 14th is going to be our annual congregational meeting here at Temple at 9:30. Brunch will be served, but if you are coming to brunch, please, I beg of you and anybody that you know, please RSVP. Otherwise, I promise you there will not be enough of whatever we put out. Check-in for the meeting will be at 10:30 and the meeting will start at 11. I hope everybody shows up. There'll be a community-wide Shavuot learning opportunity May 21st between 6 and 8:30 at the old, I never say it's right, Ann Safard building. I still, doesn't matter how many times I say it. And Rabbi Chotner will be one of the clergy members that will be presenting. Join the Temple Shalom community for our Shavuot service Friday, May 22nd at 6:30, and there will be an oneg to follow. The office will be closed that day in observance of Shavuot, but please join us Friday night for services. There will be a Yisker service for a Shavuot Yisker service that Saturday, May 23rd. The next Temple Shalom Panera fundraiser on Dutchman's Lane will be May 27th at 5:30. And this is what I did. I got the orders of what my kids wanted and all that stuff and what their friends wanted, and I just picked it all up and charged it, gave the credit to Temple Shalom. So even if you can't stay, if you can do a takeout or plan the next couple of days' lunches and do a takeout that way, just tell them it's for Temple Shalom, and it's from 4 to 8 at the Panera on Dutchman's. Help us honor Temple Shalom's youngest and finest as they excel in life. Do you have a child or a grandchild graduating from school this year? Any school from elementary to graduate school? We want to honor them. Please send names and addresses to Susan Glazer and help them make their day a little more special. Our next Hot Shabbat will be May 29th at 3:30 here at Temple, and any age, child, grandchild, anybody who's in town that has kids that you want to bring. A rabbi usually has a fun activity for them, so please try to come to that. If you have not made a Kadima pledge, please, anything, $10, $25, $36, $18, whatever works for you would be a huge help. We have, I want to say it's about 33,000 to meet the last 75,000 that was donated to make that match. So we're closer, but we really need to get to that match. Another way to help Temple Shalom is just to buy one of the cash coupon books in the office. They're $20. Temple Shalom gets $10. Just let LaTanya know how many you want, and she'll make sure she has them for you. More details about any other events, please look at the weekly bulletin. But I did want to say for Watts, May 31st is going to be the spring brunch, and it's going to be at my house, so it's going to be at Ellen Gray's house from 11 to 1. We are going to have a short meeting, but it'll be very short, and then there'll be a lot more socializing involved, which will be a lot of fun. So there's green flyers on the rack in the lobby, and it will tell you what the food pantry needs and what they have too many of. So if you'll please glance at that, if not, get on their website, and there's a pretty good list there that shows what they need and what they don't need. Thank you to everybody who made a Mothers and Others tribute. We appreciate that very much. Thank you to Carol Safkovich, who created our flyer, and Sandy, who helped with the ONEG, and to Sheila and Susan for coming up here and speak, of course for Aviv and Elliot for the service, and Travis for streaming. We appreciate it. And Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
I just wanted to add one thing. It has been a real pleasure and an honor to be up here for the Women of Temple Shalom Sisterhood service. And again, I mean that. It was a pleasure and an honor to do this. We are going to turn to page 282. For the Aleinu, and for all those who can rise, please do so.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המותם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי האחים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שכונות שמיים ויוסר ארץ, ומושב קרו בשמיים מימיו, ושכינתו זו בגובי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אינו, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים מעימה, ועל הארץ מתחת עינו. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. I'm going to turn to page 298 before we go into the Kaddish, because I think this is extremely important, especially today. This is something that I learned in the Hebrew when I went to Jewish day school, when we had one. And at the top of the page, we're going to read this together. A woman of valor, seek her out. She is to be valued above rubies. She opens her hand to those in need and extends her help to the poor. Adorned with strength and dignity, she faces the future cheerfully. Her speech is wise. The law of kindness is on her lips. Those who love her rise up with praise and call her blessed. Many have done well, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty short-lived, but a woman loyal to God has truly earned praise. Honor her for all of her offerings. Her life proclaims her praise. We're going to turn now to page 294. And we think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. And tonight we remember Sherry Davies. No, sorry, wrong list. We remember Azriel Borowick, Marilyn Charnas, Joel Goldwyn, Rita Horn, Ann Cantor, Fred Cantor, David Klein, Frida Coven, Mac Coven, Leonard Potash, Judith Sharp, Sarah Barron Stroll, Blanche Teal. As we rise, please rise as we recite the Kaddish for all of our members who are no longer here. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, bi'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru amen. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה. דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Please be seated. Before we do our final song, I want to tell you that we're not going to meet in the library because it'll look like a gang, and we're going to go into the room where we have refreshments. That's where we're going to do the kiddush and the hamotzi. And our final song, you can find either on page 341 or 61. It doesn't matter. It's on both pages, and it's called Lo Yisa Goy.
Sorry, the tempo, my friends. Yolisa goy harev, lo nilmedu hod milchama. Yolisa goy harev, yoliledu hod milchama. Lo yisa goy harev, lo nilmedu hod milchama.
Lo Yisa Goy el Goy Cherev, Lo Yilmedu od milchama.
Yolisa goy el goy harev, yoliledu hod milchama. Yolisa goy el goy harev, lo yilmedu hod milchama.
Shabbat Shalom.